Hey guys, Ian here from ppcian.com. How's it going? Hope you're having a great day out there, and I'm back with another digital marketing definition of the day. Part of my PPC Ian Digital Marketing Academy. Looking forward to sharing all of my knowledge with you guys. So today, what's our definition? It's view-through conversions. Talked about retargeting in my last definition, so gotta talk about view-throughs this time. A view-through conversion is someone who has seen your digital marketing ad and they have chosen to come back to your website and buy something, to convert. However, they did not click your ad, so they came back to your website another way. How is this possible? Well, let's think about it. How many ads do you see on the internet each day? Probably quite a few. Do you click all of them? Absolutely not. Do many of them add value in your life? Absolutely they do, and you remember them and you recall them. So here's how a view-through works. Someone probably saw your advertisement later in the day. They remembered that, oh yeah, I gotta go to that website, and they probably typed the URL in directly. Or another example, maybe they've been to your website before. Maybe you retarget them. Well, maybe they even have received an email from you because you registered with that site. Instead of clicking the retargeting banner, maybe what you did is you went ahead, you went to your email, and you clicked the link in your email to get back to that website. Once you're there, maybe you converted and you purchased. Again, you converted, you're a conversion for that company, and the digital marketing campaign that drove the display advertisement drove a view-through conversion. Another example. You're out there, you're targeting consumers who are in your likely audience of prospects. You're out there prospecting and they like what they saw. Again, they didn't click the banner, but later on the day, they're on Google, they're searching, and they saw your pay-per-click advertisement, your Google AdWords ad. They clicked it and they bought. Again, that's a click-through conversion for the pay-per-click ad, but it's also a view-through for the banner. And it's quite possible that without that banner, they would have never clicked your paid search ad. They probably or might have gone to a competitor. So once again, a view-through is a conversion that happens without the consumer clicking your banner, but they saw that banner before converting, before making their purchase. Now, how does that compare to a click-through? Click-through is when someone actually clicks an ad and buys. In display advertising, many or even most of your conversions will be view-throughs. However, you will also receive click-through conversions when someone clicks the banner and then buys. And there's different types of click-throughs as well. There could be a first click, middle click, or even last click. And I might just get into those in a different video, but today I really wanted to talk about view-through conversions. So there's a lot of people out there who are skeptical, and they wonder, well, what about these view-throughs? Do they really add value? If the consumer didn't click it, did my banner really add value to them? Maybe they would have purchased even without seeing my advertisement. And that is a concern in the industry. It's something I hear about a lot. And I'm gonna help you today with that challenge. So how are we gonna do that? Well, I recommend running several campaigns. Let's run one campaign that's just your standard display advertising campaign. Let's run a parallel campaign that against the same audience or similar users. And let's do it just for run a public service announcement, not related to your brand, it's for charity, something unrelated. And then let's compare these two sets of similar audiences. Don't cross the wires, so the consumers in bucket A and bucket B can't be targeted with both ads. Try to keep them separate, but what I'm saying is everyone who is across both buckets should be similar, very similar in nature. Look at the results from both campaigns, look at the view-throughs, click-throughs, and you will see actually that both buckets drove view-throughs. Why is that? Well, some of the consumers, as the skeptics are worried about, would have converted anyways. But here's the deal, you will see, generally speaking, that the one that actually advertised your real business does better. And sometimes, or a lot of times, it does quite a bit better. Compare the delta between the two, and you will understand the true value of those view-through conversions. And it will help you back into a value and a budget for running those campaigns. Now, something else to keep in mind, that's kind of the easy way of doing it. What's the harder way of doing it? work with an advanced technology. There are great technologies out there like Kenshu, Visual IQ, Adobe Marketing Cloud that offer solutions to algorithmically give value to the different touch points in your marketing funnel. They can look at the view-throughs, the click-throughs, the impressions, and what they do is they compare sometimes hundreds, sometimes thousands, sometimes millions of different strings and flows of consumers to understand the true algorithmic value of each touch point. So you can leverage a platform like that to get really quantitative, really algorithmic, and truly understand the value of what you're driving. Now, like I said though, you can start scrappier. You don't have to start there right away. You can start with a more scrappy perspective, a scrappier mentality, which I always recommend in digital marketing. Just get started, just get out there and do it, and then graduate later to a more advanced algorithmic attribution model. So that's a great way to do it. Now, what else about view-through conversions? So one thing that I think is a super idea is to look at the different look-back windows. Did the view-through conversion happen within 24 hours of them seeing your ad? That ad probably added a lot of value, or at least some. Did the conversion happen 30 days later? That ad probably didn't influence the conversion that much. So what I like to do with view-throughs is I look at different look-back windows, 24 hours, 48, 30, 14 days. However, at the end of the day, I'm usually paying the most attention at 24-hour window. If it's beyond 24 hours, I oftentimes discount the value of the view-throughs. So again, this is just a definition on ppcian's YouTube channel. I love view-through conversions because they go hand in hand with display advertising, which is such a scalable channel, especially programmatic advertising, retargeting. So I recommend really understanding the value of your view-throughs and don't just discount them. A lot of the advertisers out there don't give value to view-throughs, and what that does is it gives opportunity to those that do value them properly. But also don't overvalue them. Count them for what they're really worth. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped you learn more about view-through conversions and display advertising, and I'll see you guys in the next video.